Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Giants and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Ready to get it started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football and doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Pulled in at the 24. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Barnett came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. option left. It's Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. This is 2nd and 8. Taylor. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw is Taylor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now Taylor. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Taylor. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman.
And he's going to go down again. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. A 3rd and long, he knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this.
Now Goff on first down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 2nd and 6. From the 50, it's Goff. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 50 yards. And the Lions take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Taylor. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Still 2nd down.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. John Kaminsky with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, it looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did, because to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards for number 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Quick throw complete to Reynolds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now Hooker. Wright's got it. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's right. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Patterson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Got a man downfield. It's Beasley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. He'll go right back to Beasley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Taylor will throw again. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
He got 29 yards that time. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got right on the short throw. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Hooker on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Ready.
Hooker's going to throw it. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And in for the Lions touchdown. Josh Reynolds, 46 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And it is now 21-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Looking to throw. Able to get away. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he fields it cleanly. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson is in for a Lions touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrusted with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Taylor to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On third down, Taylor. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Taylor. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Gray on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again.
Let's go now. Ready.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the tackle, it was Dane Belton.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Hooker now off play action. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Taylor to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Kaminsky bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more under pressure, they got him again. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Taylor on 3rd down, throws incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. That's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he is going to have the Giants 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Taylor. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Again, it's Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Gibbs straight ahead. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.